Modèle, we identify them by maker and model. Cherry Tiggo, for example. Even the next item is designated Ferrari Portofino, but against this slot there's just one word: Mustang. It's an icon, maybe a legend, and certainly a car that no enthusiast can look at without knowing what it is, what it stands for, and what lies in its past. Lee Iacocca was a giant in this industry. He did such a good job at Ford that the family fired him before he took the place over entirely, and in the late 70s he saved Chrysler from extinction. But it was a Mustang that earned him his spurs. He was a salesman when Thunderbird was introduced to challenge Corvette in the 50s, but later on the four-door version so comprehensively outsold both Corvette and the original T-Bird that early 60s, what he wanted in the early 60s when he'd risen through the ranks to be the boss of the Ford Motor Company. The car he introduced was a two-door four-seater, and though the original plan was to use the new V4 engine just launched in Europe quickly, and to get this car in the showrooms quickly and to keep the sticker price below $2,500 meant that was a non-starter. So at entry level it came with a 2.8 litre four-cylinder engine lifted from the Falcon saloon, and it was a runaway success. In fact, and instead of successful launch and instead of the anticipated 10,000 units in the 7 months between April and December of that year, the 1964 and a half 3 months, and known passed that in 3 months, and another 318,000 were sold in the rest of the model year. 18 months later, 1 million Mustangs were on the streets of America, and a legend had been created. And it's worth remembering that most of those were the straight six versions. Not everyone wanted or could afford a V8, though it came in 2 sizes from the off, and even the few that were on the road were enough to write their own pages in the book of Mustang history. Bullet, okay? But though the fastbacks especially looked the part thanks to that low glass line and a lack of deformable plastic all over the place, it's worth pointing out that they were very much of their time.